Stay down, I get up. I'll go 12 rounds before I give up. Heavy is the crown, but I will not put it down. Word around this town, my time is now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Come on in. It is Wellness Monday. And when I tell you I'm so excited about it, we are here. Everybody grab a friend, grab your cup, because it is time for the On Your Now show. Good morning, Lady Yo. How are you?
Hey, Tracie, I am going to say I'm marvelous, darling. Even though my allergies are trying to take over my life, I am going to defeat them today. So I am marvelous on a Monday. How about yourself?
You know, I'm still vacationing, and today is a sad day because I'll be wrapping up. We'll be wrapping up. So we're going to continue to enjoy as much of the beach as possible. But you know what? I'm still connecting with our owners, and connection is so important. So everybody, good morning to you all. Tell us what's in your cup. It's Wellness Monday. We have so many great guests today. We have Nicole Walters. She's going to be giving us an exclusive. Latoya Swanson. She's going to talk about how we can connect with our community. And we have our owners. So all of our owners, what is in your cup? Lady Yo, what you sipping on? I know them allergies are kicking in. What are you sipping on?
I have some nice hot tea with some lemon and some honey. How about yourself? What are you sipping on?
I have my coffee. It's straight black, and I have been drinking way too many mimosas. So I'm just taking some time to just get back to the norm, and but I'm gonna take my time. I see all of our owners are in connecting with us. Good morning, Vanessa. What's in your cup? Bernice is here. Yes. Melissa, good morning, morning. I'm gonna tell you something about this thing here. I literally didn't know what today was. I was like, is today Friday? Is today Monday? When you're on vacation, you just forget the time. You forget what day it is, all of that. And so,
well, that means you're on a great vacation. If you can forget the time, that's what vacation is for, to relax, forget about all the things that cause you to have time constraints. But you know what we did say is happy spring, everybody.
Woo, it's spring. Yes. And I feel it. I literally feel it. I really do. And so I'm excited about it. So Joan is with us. She says she's drinking some tea, some coffee. Renee, good morning to you. She's drinking green tea. Gina's got that STO water in the house. And of course, Janine is drinking coffee and water. So good morning, everybody. I'm glad to see that you all are straight up getting that coffee in your cup. And of course, our owner, Robert, is drinking that STO.
Hey, Robert.
You know, someone asked us, and I think that it's important for people to know. We do come on Monday through Friday, but you know, we're international. We have guests on from all over the world. And today, every state, we literally have a guest coming on from Seattle. Yes. And so just so you all know, we get up early in the morning and do our things, and you all can share. You can follow us on YouTube, or you can just watch live because we're here with you. So keep sharing this. Good morning, Naila. So, Lady O, I know you got some birthday shout outs.
I surely do. Happy birthday going out to Jack Singh. Happy birthday, Layla Harris. Hey, Tom Sneed, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, brother. And just in case they're watching, happy birthday to Bob Costas. Do you know who he is?
Yes, Bob Costas is a sports announcer.
There you go.
You know what?
He's St. Louis's very own Bob Costas. And one more, just in case she's watching. Happy birthday, Reese Witherspoon.
I like her. She's a great actress as well. I'm learning.
She is. See? You're learning. And my vibrant vibe for today, it goes out to Tyler Lang. I went out and watched he and his baseball team, his high school baseball team, play over the weekend, and they brought home a winner. So Tyler Lang, vibrant vibes to you and your team. Congratulations.
Well, you know what? We have to keep celebrating all the good people. And if any of you all have birthday shout outs, please shout them out. I saw that picture on Facebook. Melissa, her youngest daughter, turned 18. Ari, happy birthday. You know, when you turn 18, you're like, I am grown now. Like, I am grown. I had to tell my kids, that also means that you can go straight to jail. So you better be safe because You turn 18, like, I'm grown, I can do this, I can do that. Yeah, but you know what? There's some responsibilities that come with
Absolutely.
turning
Absolutely.
18.
But 18, you know, when I turned 18, I was in college. I went to college at 17. So I was like the young one. So when I turned 18, it seemed like I still was the young one. It wasn't a big deal when I turned 18, but it's all good. It's all good. And I know Melissa has her a good, sweet girl. So
Yes, yes. And she's probably about ready to wrap up. I love that we can begin to empty nest. That's another thing that we've enjoyed. Not having to, I'm still on vacation, so I'm in vacation mode. But let me tell you all something. For those of you that still have children in the home, it is something to be able to go and order a table for two instead of five. I'm telling y'all right now, the bill is nicer. Everything is nicer. And you can just have some peace, love, and wine.
I love this shirt.
Yes, and it's just a beautiful feeling. It really is.
Have you
Robert,
guys enjoyed the beach? Have you been able to get out on the beach?
oh my
Yes.
gosh, every single day. I keep telling you all, I was saying, how often do we get to do this? And I keep wanting to show you all the view because it's beautiful. You don't have to see me. You could just look at the water.
Oh, look at that. That is gorgeous.
So definitely when we're off of here, you know where I'm going back to, right? I'm going right back out here to this water. So Robert said that one thing that he appreciated about turning 18 was being able to register to vote.
Absolutely.
Which is so important. That's a legacy. All of our kids went to their first time voting with us together, and that was really, really important. So I want to talk about our connection word today. Again, you all want to share because we have great exclusives today. Nicole Walters is in the house with us. You all will meet her. Latoya Swanson, one of our own, is in the house today, and you will hear from her. And the reason why I keep naming different people is because our affirmation word for today is connections. And oftentimes I think that in the midst of this pandemic, we forget to connect with one another, and just sitting here, I get to hear the kids, their kids that are in the pool connecting with their families, and we are connecting here, me and my hubby, and you connect all the time, but we need to connect with each other. So my challenge is if everybody could just look in the comment section, all of you owners, I see you, Iris, and I want you all to connect with another owner. Just say good morning to someone. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, Erica. Say it to someone that's in the chat. Because you're the only person that they connect with today. We are still in the midst of a pandemic. And so, our eyes speak. When we go out, we wear a mask, but we see each other. And it's something about people saying, I see you.
Yes, absolutely. I say that all the time. I see you. You are important. You are enough.
You are
Hey,
enough.
Tracie, good morning.
Good morning, Lady Yo. I see you. And you know what? Because I know that your allergies are bothering you, I just want, while everybody's putting those things in the chat, just take some deep breaths in and some deep breaths out. And let's just take it all in.
Well, it's been the longest day. You wish you could hit erase, but you are lucky that way. I know nobody's lucky that way, but I want you to stop where you are. I want you to hear your heart, cause that's how you stay.
Woo, you take those deep breaths.
No need to raise the bar when you're feeling low. Oh, you gotta breathe, 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 breathe. Let it go and let it be, 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 be. Yeah, I hope that you're listening. There's only one thing you know you gotta do. That's breathe, breathe, breathe.
Take it slowly, deep breaths in.
Life seems like one big test. We barely have time to rest. It goes right when you go left. It's more than you can digest.
Me too.
Nobody's gonna die.
It is so important that we connect with one another. I'm looking at everyone. Melissa says, yes, I'm embracing my journey to be an empty nester. It don't mean that you don't stop connecting with those kids, because they do keep calling. I promise you that.
They
And
do.
that's okay. That's okay. But I'm looking at everybody here. It is important that we connect with one another. So make sure that you connect with someone here. Okay, do that, do that, do that. All right, are we ready for our first guest?
We absolutely are. We have Miss Nicole Walters, and as you said, she's coming to us from Seattle. She understood the world was a magical place from an early age. The descendant of a long line of preachers, she grew up in the church where words like spirit, ghost, saints, angels, miracles, and prayer were all as commonplace as hello and good morning. As a child, Nicole was fascinated with mythology of all kinds and lived in the hopeful expectation of encounters with the divine. Today, Nicole brings her sense of wonder and curiosity to everything she does. When she's not writing books, writing songs, or singing jazz, Nicole loves to spend time with her grandchildren, who are themselves quite magical. And today, she's going to bless us and talk about Asha and the ancestors. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for saying yes, our Seattle sister. Wow, what time did you have to get up this morning?
Well, I got up at 4:30, and
Amen.
jumped in the shower to get myself awake and put on makeup for the first time in weeks, perhaps.
Well, you know what? You are absolutely gorgeous. Makeup, no makeup. We are so glad you said yes. I want to give a little shout out to my friends Kevin and Carla Patrick for the connection.
Yes.
They connected Nicole and I. Nicole, what's in your cup?
Oh, today I am drinking Seattle Spicy Chai Blend from the Spice Market, Market Spice and Pike Place Market downtown. I had to stop drinking coffee. It was making me hoarse, and as a singer, that's a no-no. So this is sustaining enough.
Well, I know we're going to talk about one of your exclusives, but you talked about singing, and I know that we're in the midst of connecting and the COVID, we call it the COVID. How did that impact you being a musician?
Yeah, it greatly. The calendar was cleared, I applaud so many of my friends that we've found ways to be creative and do live stream concerts, singing to backing tracks, which isn't my preferred thing, but it's enough to keep folks entertained. And I'm excited to learn that some local jazz clubs are opening again with the vaccination. Seattle has been really on the forefront of how it has handled this virus. I'm so proud of our governor here. And so folks are getting vaccinated and chomping at the bit to be able to be entertained with live music. And I'm looking forward to getting back in the clubs.
Wow.
And I've had the honor of listening to her on her Instagram or singing a little bit. I was like, okay, I met her knowing she was an author. I didn't know she was a singer. But speaking of being an author, talk to us about Asha and the Ancestors.
Yes. So tomorrow, the first book in the Asha and the Ancestors series will be released. It's called A Birthday Party for Great Granny. And I'd like to share the cover with you now.
It's an exclusive, everyone. We're about to see the cover.
Cover. Could you guys see? Yay! The illustrators, Stephen Luna and I, my illustrator, cannot speak highly enough. He and I worked together with the publishing company of my first book, and he was there, and I've always wanted to work on a project with him, and we were able to get together for this project, and it's been just dreamy.
Well, you said your first book, so tell us what made you say, I want to be an author, especially a children's author, at such a time as this, where we need to see our culturally relevant material of young girls and boys that look like us. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I feel like anyone can be a writer. It's the sitting down and writing, right? That's the thing that makes someone a writer. And I have always enjoyed books as a little girl. It was the thing that I enjoyed probably most, besides playing with Barbies. And, you have these ideas, and if you sit long enough with them and allow them to come through, like, your muse will continue to visit you, right? And so it's like honoring that impulse, getting the ideas, creating room to make mistakes and to rewrite and to not rush the process. So yeah, my first book was a Greek mythology book, and this is more in the tradition of African traditional religious practices, Asha and the ancestors. And yeah, I'm super excited about it.
Now it says a birthday party for Gani.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is she a descendant of the islands, or tell us a little bit about Asha?
So Asha and her family, they live in New Orleans at the present moment. And we are like, the world is still being made, and it's funny, the more time I spend with these characters, the more they reveal to me. And so what this is about, the first book is just an introduction to the family and to some, ancestry lineage. And other books will explore more common topics like jazz, like Juneteenth, and provide a more holistic vantage point for what it means to be African American, and see our contribution through the lens of the 6-year-old girl who's exploring the world and informing her own opinions about, the things that the family stories, her own experience with the world, and the stories that have been handed to us in America, and how to perhaps reframe them to give us more agency, more, positivity, that kind of thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have a wellness mobile that we open up to the community, and we make sure that we give out journals and books that are culturally relevant. And I think that this is so important. You talk about Juneteenth. Our kids don't know their history. And we often say, if you don't know your history, it will repeat itself.
Yes.
But you have several books, and we want everybody to be aware of those. How can they find your books?
Yeah, well, on my website, there's a link. There will be a link to Amazon that you can purchase the first book. The Juneteenth book should be ready at the end of May, and then after that, we have the jazz book in production. We're just trying to keep up with the ideas and manage time and life. So.
Wait a minute, and Asha's World A to Z. You know how we feel about affirmations.
Yes. So we have an alphabet book where the B is for Botanica, which is everything to me.
All right.
I love all the magical tinctures and sage bundles and all that stuff. So
awesome.
That is absolutely wonderful. Now, Asha has an entire name. What is her entire name?
I just love it. It's Asha Clementine Brown. It just
Asha Clementine Brown. Now, we had Jeffrey Osborne on, and he was telling us that all the songs he sings are about particular people in his life. So the characters in your book, are they particular people Are they a combination of a couple of aunties and a couple of cousins?
It's more that. It's a combination of, man, I have such a large family in Dallas, where my parents were originally from. I grew up in Southern California.
Yes.
But man, those summers going back to visit, Grandma Lula and my Aunt Mickey and like all these women and men who have just poured into our familial experience.
I have to say, if there's anyone, let's just shout out. We talk about connections. If there is an ancestor or someone that that you really connect to that's no longer with us, put their names in the chat. Like, Ashe, like send that energy out there to them, because that spiritual piece, I'm still on vacation. I keep saying that because I don't want to leave. But I feel my mom here with me. I feel the people that have gotten me to the space that I'm in today. So if those people, just shout them out in the chats, everyone.
Yes.
That's what this is all about, especially when we're talking about Asha and the ancestors.
Yes.
Our ancestors are with us spiritually. We
absolutely.
With them.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But you also mentioned the middle name. Me and Lady Yo talk about this all the time. What's your middle name? Everybody's like, they never want to tell people their middle names.
Yeah. Nicole Yvette.
Nicole Yvette. Yolanda Mayreen.
Mine is Tracie Irene. So so close. But Clementine, what made you say yes to Clementine for Asha?
Yeah, it's just, so now I think about the oranges, right? Like just the color orange is just energy and optimism and sweet, and she just embodies that to me. And I love this little character. She talks to me all the time. I try to see the world, through her lens, and I hope.
6-year-old lens. That is a fabulous place to be. Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, I know we want to stay on here forever, but promise us you'll come back as your
Absolutely.
series develops. And we would love to have you back on to talk about all things Asha. I'm so
Yeah.
glad I accidentally ran into you virtually.
It wasn't by accident.
Not by
It
accident.
wasn't. We connected.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Thank
by
you so
accident.
much.
It's all
Thank you so
divine
much.
timing. Tell us your affirmation word for today.
Oh, my affirmation, yes is the word for today. It's simply yes. This does not come naturally for me. Like, I love to perform, and I always have to psych myself up for it, though. I have to give myself permission. I have to suspend any disbelief that I'm not worthy or that I can't do it. So today's word is yes.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful that I was able to say yes to this opportunity. Thank you so much.
Well,
Our
thank you for
pleasure.
saying yes to us. And we look forward to one day coming to Seattle and listening to you
Yes.
sing.
Absolutely. I'd be happy to host you. That'd be great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you.
Wow, we have friends all over.
I love it. Making these You picked the perfect word today, making connections. And the funny thing about it is, people probably think, well, they have them on the show and then they don't talk to them anymore. No, we talk to our guests. We keep up with what's going on so that I can have the exclusive for their next thing coming up. But I'm so glad she did say yes. Absolutely. And we have another young lady that said, I'm sorry.
I was just looking at everyone when we asked everyone to post their ancestors or people that they felt connected to, and everybody has just started putting them in. Robert says my mom and Big Greg, and
Big Greg,
May Walker, Ida Mae Jones, Camille, Eliani's my granny Fanny. I'm going to keep posting those up because our ancestors are everything, and we don't want to forget them, because that's what a legacy is all about. To see that it's definitely a connection. Even those who have been gone for years and years, it doesn't feel like that because grief is real, and we know this. So definitely keep putting those up. In the midst of all of this, we have another young lady that's coming up, right?
We absolutely do. We have Latoya Swanson. She has a nonprofit, Away From Home Inc. She is the founding executive director, and it has been established since 2017. She wants to prevent homelessness for single mothers, and she has a great project coming up. So bring Latoya on up.
I sure will. Good morning, Latoya. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How you doing?
We are fine. We are fine. We are so glad to see you this morning. We were blessed. We've had you on the show before, but you have something new and exciting, so we had to get you back on. Tell us what's in your cup.
I have a glass of water. It's nothing like a refreshing glass of water.
Cheers. I have a glass of water too. You are absolutely right.
Water in her cup. So tell us again, because we want to make sure that everybody knows the value of Away From Home. What made you start Away From Home?
So basically, I was a single mother myself. I put myself through school. I know the struggles that our mothers face, and I just wanted to be that inspiration to motivate the mothers, to let them know that just because you hit rock bottom or you hit a rough time in your life does not mean that you have to stay there. There's always you can become better.
So you want to help homelessness for single mothers. Do you find a lot of young ladies, once they have children, they find themselves in a homeless situation?
Yes. Basically living in their cars with their children. Couch hopping, having to live with a family member that don't really want them there. having that's very stressful,
Yeah.
dehumanizing, you know, and people just want their own space with their children to be able to enjoy their own space without having to you know, be crowded, you know.
I know for sure that there are times that I've heard people, because I mean, you know, I'm a therapist, and I hear people say, I know when I'm not wanted. You know, people, they say that they're okay with you being in their space, but then you get that negative feeling of, why are you here? How long will you be here? And you need to make sure that you find other means to find, you know, to get somewhere else.
Absolutely.
We brought you back on because I know you all can hear these planes and everything. I'm just so in a different space. I'm gonna close this off because I think people need to really hear this. You stated that you wanted to do a fundraiser, and this is why we brought you back on. Because right now, homelessness is on the increase. Talk to us about the fundraiser.
Yeah, so there is a funder who is willing to match Away from Home. I need to raise $13,000. So I developed a fundraiser. And basically, the fundraiser is once I gain the funds, they would go towards renovations towards a property that Away from Home will purchase in order to house our mothers. You know, due to COVID, a lot of the landlords, a lot of people lost their jobs, and landlords and property managers have been very skeptical about putting people in their units because they can't, you know, they don't have the monies to pay their rent. And so in order to cut down that barrier, Away from Home would like to purchase its own property and have it renovated. And basically that is what the funds will go towards, renovating a property in order to house our families.
And the exciting thing is she has to raise 13,000, but she has a matching funder. So if she raises 13,000, the matching funder will give her 13,000. She will have a total of 26,000. That is awesome and amazing to purchase your own property, to where the ladies that come in, you're able to provide them with housing and some constructive living.
Yes. And also, you know, and just continue to provide the educational workshops and just different ways to help them to think differently. Because once they leave Away from Home, we want to be able to make sure that they are maintaining and just becoming self-sufficient and independent and maintain their own apartments once they leave Away from Home.
That is beautiful.
And also, by them coming into the properties of Away from Home, they don't have to deal with all the trying to find the documents that they would need as far as trying to fill out for another type of apartment. Those are all type of barriers that keep our women down. So we want to be able to make sure that we help these mothers and they are living their best.
Let me tell you something. I see the joy in your face when you talk about it. And it's something about working with people that you really want to help, and it comes from your heart. So I applaud you. Away from Home, I cannot wait to see you do your ribbon cutting, because it's going to happen.
Yes.
What I think is important, you know, we keep talking about connection, but we also have to talk about the resources that are needed. She's saying, I need the community support. And so when you say that I need the community support, that means that we all have to step up. And any amount is a good amount, whether it's $5, $10, $20, $50, whatever's in your heart. We can spend all we can just for a great meal or a trip. But to be able to sow a seed into something like this, I'm ready. And we're going to kick it off today. We're going to sow a seed. On Your Now will sow a seed. And we hope that others will sow a seed as well. You know, Iris says, yes, it's going to happen. You've been doing this work, sis. And so this is so needed, and it will be life-changing. This is happening here in St. Louis. Tell them, how can they help to sow the seed?
Yes. So my GoFundMe page is in the chat.
Yes.
I guess I can read it. HTTPS.
And we'll make sure the information is there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yes, it's in the private chat, my GoFundMe. And also I have my website and my email as well. It's on the GoFundMe page.
All righty.
Yes. So all of you all, please know that you can definitely, we'll post all of this on our website. You can definitely go and connect with her, and we'll put it in the chat. But also tell everybody your affirmation word for today.
It's actually a phrase that I had last time: helping families one step at a time.
Okay.
Wow, helping families one step at a time. That's how it starts, one step at a time. But I think it's important that we also realize, I keep saying this, that the step begins with all of us doing it together.
Yes.
Doing it together. Thank you so much, Latoya, for saying yes to the purpose that we feel that God has gifted you with, to be a resource to everyone else. And is there a deadline for the GoFundMe?
There's not a deadline at the moment. I've been working on writing grants myself, getting practice, so I won't have to pay $1,500 to someone. So
self-sufficient.
That's the
other thing. Yeah, resources. You said so you don't have to pay for someone else. There are some probably free grant writers out there who will want to support you and help you out with this. And so if you all know someone, that's another thing. Connect with her. Connect the dots. Yolanda is a true connector. If she knows somebody, she's gonna know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. She's gonna connect them to you, and we're gonna make it happen one step at a time together. So thank you so much for this, sister.
Thank you. And it's also a tax write-off if whoever wants to donate, anything will help. Thank you.
All righty. She said it's tax deductible.
It's tax deductible, and you all know we need them tax deductibles because everybody's getting those stimmies. That's a great way to really help out our community. I know, Yolanda, we do the food drives every Wednesday. That's a way to help out the community. But to be able to sow a seed into making sure that we take care of our women and our homeless community is awesome. I love what Latoya is doing, and that's what it's all about. That is what this is all about. Away from home, we all need that. She says her mission statement is they provide those educational classes, emotional support, loving guidance to women and their children. Yes.
That's beautiful.
Wow, today has been great.
It has. It's Monday, but I can't wait till you come back, sister. Enjoy today. Tell Nathaniel to take you somewhere nice, and you all lay and get a lot of sun, get that suntan, and I'll see you when you get back here.
You sure will. I want everybody to drop their affirmations. I'm going to take my time getting back. But I do want to drop the affirmations. Everybody, drop your affirmations below. Lady O, what is your affirmation word of the day? I'm gonna go out to the balcony.
Mine is simple. It's just thankful. Thankful I woke up this morning. Thankful I was able to get myself together through the allergies, and everyone's hung in there with me with my little nasally voice. But just thankful for it all. You know me, honey. I think it's all rainbows. We just got to ride the rainbow till we get to the pot of gold.
Well, you know what? It's okay. I know that you're struggling with your allergies. Everybody is struggling with something. Mm-hmm. And we have to be gentle with ourselves. I know you're like, look, I'm going to sneeze. And people need to realize that everybody is struggling with something.
Absolutely.
But we're thankful that we are here today. And we have to also be able to just say yes to the things that God is gifting us with now. That's what the Own Your Now show is all about. Yes. I don't know if you all realize it, but own and now, it's the same word. Own and now, it's the same word. So just so you all realize that, I want you all to take that in, own and now. But one thing that Nicole said earlier today, she said, say yes to all the positive things that's coming towards you. And when we do say yes, we're able to see the value of what growth and expansion is all about. The Own Your Now show is going to continue to grow because we are all connected.
Yes.
So find the joy in your day. Find the joy in your week. Find the peace in the tranquility that we have when we're able to focus on our now. Realize that we all have vision. But Absolutely. When we have vision, we can move forward with grace. Give yourself a little grace as we grind it out. But also realize that we need to take time for ourselves. But in the midst of taking time, be persistent. Continue to build on the peace that you have. Continue to be determined. and understand that, yes, we will make it through all things because we have each other. Lady O, I am so thankful for you and all that you have offered me and our owners. And I'm thankful for all that we continue to do. And I will keep saying yes, because that's what we have. If
Absolutely.
you decide to go outside, I just want you all to know, please be safe and wear your mask. If you should decide to stay inside, then just keep raising up your cups and keep sipping. Until next time, we will see you all same time. Maybe I won't be in the same space, but I will be here on the On Your Now show. See you all soon. Bye-bye, everybody.